Hi, what's up everybody? Kaiwaza with you. Welcome back to my channel and our almost ending journey through my Hawaiian record collection. I have quite a stack of records today here to talk about, but I hope I can get through them because I don't have to talk individually about a lot of the records. Now we're looking at the budget label Hawaiian records, the past several videos, and as I've shown in the previous 4 videos, if you've seen, or 3 or however many it is, there are 4 groups, 4 main groups. Studio musician groups that make up the budget label Hawaiian recordings, and we've already looked at those records that are just by one of those groups. It's 3 Hawaiian type combos, different, and 1 full-on symphonic orchestra with a chorus. The records I'm going to show you today are all made up of bits and pieces of all of those records. They would take 2 tracks from this and 1 track from that and 3 tracks from that, throw it on a record, slap some name on it like Uku Muku and his Hula Hula Islanders or something, and change the names of the songs, just make up names, whatever they felt like. I somehow feel like I missed my calling in life. Like I think I would have really loved to have been an employee of these budget labels, making up the names and pictures and all of that. Would have been fun. So let's just get started with this. The first record I'm going to show you though is a little different in that it does have a unique set of recordings on it. There are 4 songs on this, 4 songs on this recording that are by an artist not on the previous groups. But it's only 4 songs, and I've never found any more by him. And his name is Kaiwaza. Of course, that's not his real name. We have no idea who really recorded these. But the tracks are Hawaiian Holiday, Bird of Paradise, Hibiscus Blossom, Wild, and Lilac and Spanish Moss. That's 5, yeah. 5 tracks. And they may show up on some of your budget label recordings under various names, but they always seem to use those 5 titles, the actual titles. And I love them, and they're beautiful, and yes, that is my name for this channel. Actually, it was my original AOL screen name. Somehow when I signed up for AOL way back, and you had to choose a name, I thought in my head like, oh, you have like, 90 seconds or something to, like, you have to decide. And I put in a couple of things that came in off my head right away, but they were already taken, and I'm thinking, okay, Hawaiian things that I like, Hawaiian things that I like. And Kaiwaza came to my mind, and I entered that, and I just kind of stuck with that as a screen name. And then also when I went into YouTube, I said, oh, I'll just use Kaiwaza. This is Hawaiian Holiday. The album is by a fictitious person known as Kaiwaza, and then there are some other tracks from the budget label recordings on this one. Really like the Kaiwaza songs. Here's Hawaiian Coat Records again. Hawaiian Paradise. This has some of the Kaiwaza tracks, and it has some tracks from, I don't know who they are, the Hawaiian Islanders. The other one did too. It's they used the name Hawaiian Islanders on Cameo and some other label for, I don't know whether it's Samakia. I don't know, but this is a combination of tracks. And another one that features some Kaiwaza tracks. Love this cover. Tiki Action, Hawaiian Enchantment. My grandfather had this record, and I'm very fond of it. And it has Kaiwaza songs and other of the what I call the Leilani recordings. Now, a popular song in the 60s came out of Belgium, a group called the Waikikis, with a song called Hawaii Tattoo. It was a huge hit in Europe, actually charted, and was a big hit in the United States. So, of course, the budget labels made their own version of the song Hawaii Tattoo and stuck it on. So they would put, okay, here's Hawaii Tattoo, and then they would, again, just take a bunch of songs from these budget label Leilani recordings and put together a record like this. And like this. Here's a record I'm very fond of. This is one of my very earliest records. I mean, this is a replacement of it, but bought when I was a very little kid. I bugged my parents to get it for me at in a cardboard rack at a little candy and 5 and dime store that we used to run down to after elementary school. And they bought it for me, and it was one of my first records. Surfing at Waikiki Beach. Lani Lawrence and his Royal Polynesians, and I love this cover. And also it was released by Lani Lawrence, also released as just at Waikiki Beach. So Lani Lawrence at Waikiki Beach, Lani Lawrence surfing at Waikiki Beach. I guess he gave up surfing later, or learned it later or something, I don't know. Now here's an interesting one also. This is just a budget label recording of actually all Harry Kaapuni ones, the first group I showed you, but they usually had Hawaiian Wedding Song, Andy Williams imitation in that set, so they just took that out and they put in what was a popular song at the time, Sukiyaki, a version of Sukiyaki, plus the rest of the Harry Kaapuni tracks, like, that had nothing to do with Sukiyaki. So this is Sukiyaki by Itsu, Watanabe, and Orchestra. Here's Red Sails in the Sunset on Diplomat. Again, these are just combinations of the various Leilani recordings. No name artist on this one, but then they also released it as being by the Johnny Lay Orchestra. So, yeah. Same deal here. Comes out anonymously as Hawaiian Wedding Song, and then it comes out Hawaiian Wedding Song by Sammy Laului Orchestra. Great, made-up titles on all these songs. Here's one I had as a kid also. Hawaiian Magic featuring the orchestra of Lani Kai. And from modern records, this one a little bit less seen, by the Kahalas, Songs of Hawaii. Montgomery Ward put out this one, Aloha from the Islands, with no artist credited. And then Palace, really a budget label, for real, Magic of Hawaii, Moki, Kaaihui, and his orchestra. Pay close attention to this cover, particularly this guy right here, because here is something from Buckingham Records, Hawaiian Memories. I guess you don't remember too much, just some guy sitting on the ground playing ukulele. This one's actually a combination of the Leilani recordings and something from Makamia, which in itself is a fake name. Group that I think is Sam Maki and Halaloma, some recordings. So it's chop suey of those two groups, Leilani and whoever the Makamia Islanders are. Love this one, Hawaiian Holiday, Lonnie Scott and Orchestra, because obviously this is the Caribbean. In fact, it's credited, the photo is credited to the British West Indian Airways, so a little geographical confusion there on this one. Acorn Records. Lights over Hawaii, the Waikiki Islanders on Tiara Records. Then we have Leilani and his Hawaiian Delights with an album called Hawaiian Delights. love this Spinorama label. And then another record called Hawaiian Delights by Leilani and his orchestra. This one's a little bit later, and I think the reason for this one's existence is the popularity of the television series Hawaii Five-0, the original one, because they did their own, orchestral version of Hawaii Five-0, stuck it onto an album with a bunch of the Leilani songs on it. Okay, I'm going to stop there today. I'm not going to get through the stack. So we have one more video to go. One more video that will show some of these budget label Hawaiian records that I have, because I do love the budget labels. So I hope you enjoy that. And if you enjoy this kind of music, please tune in to my Hawaiian radio station on live365.com. It's called Hawaiian Hi-Fi. Easy listening Hawaiian music, 24 hours, 7 days a week. I will link that below. And if you have any of these records, let me know, or come across them. You probably have, even if you didn't realize it. We'll talk to you in the next video. It'll be the last in this series. I mean, for a while anyway.